My son passed out and had a large bruise on her face because his teacher refused to send him to the nurse's office and repeatedly yelled at him. So I gave her a dose of her own medicine and made her cry. Last Thursday, I got a call from my son's school telling me I needed to come and collect him because he had passed out during class. My son has passed out a good few times before, so we've made sure he knows what to do when he starts to feel faint to make sure he doesn't hurt himself. However, when I arrived at the school, my son was holding an ice pack to his head. When I asked about it, the nurse told me he had hit his head when he fell. I wondered why he hadn't laid down like we taught him. I brushed it off and decided to ask him about it later, as he was still kind of out of it. The next day, I asked him about it, and what he told me made my blood boil. When my son first started to feel like he was going to pass out, he tried to tell his teacher. When he stood up to talk to her, he was immediately yelled at to sit back down. The next time he wanted to tell her, she told him he didn't look sick and wasn't allowed to go to the nurse's office. Then, his class was doing an activity that required standing for practically the rest of the lesson. Before the activity started, my son, yet again, told this teacher that he felt like he was going to pass out and asked if he could sit the activity out. The teacher responded by yelling at him, claiming he was just being lazy and was making excuses. My son's friend was getting worried about him, so he told the teacher,